What's going on, everybody? Billy Glowacki here with Unchained Potential. Welcome back to Whiteboard Wednesday. Today, what I want to do is I want to talk about health and fitness, but I want to do it on a macro scale. So a lot of the previous whiteboards have been on a micro scale, if you will. They've been zeroed in on something like training volume, what your training volume should be, or it's about your exact nutrition. Those are one small piece of the pie. It's one aspect of your total health and fitness. So today, what I want to do is I just want to zoom out, if you will, and think on a macro scale of health and fitness. This is not the end-all be-all, but it's just something that I really wanted to share with you guys, and maybe it sparks something for you to implement a daily routine into your life. And maybe you already have one and you just need to polish it up a little bit. I don't know what the case is, but I just feel I feel a need to share this with you guys, and hopefully it can impact some of you guys. So again, this is going to be on health and fitness, zoomed out, macro scale, and what I want to talk about is daily routines. And if you guys can remember back to, I don't even know what this is that I created. I've kind of changed the top of this. It used to say success. I've changed that to growth or change. If you're interested in growth or change, be it in health, fitness, business, relationship, whatever the case may be, if you're interested in growth or change in those areas, I feel that there's a huge connection, there's a strong connection between your health and fitness and other aspects of your life. So the three pillars are physical, chemical, and psychological. Those are the three stresses in your life that we want to optimize. Physical is training, chemical, fuel into your body, psychological, mindset. Those are kind of the buzzwords I want you to think about. And then with those three things, the foundation and the three things that need to be applied to all three of these stresses: consistency, effort, and approach. If you can be consistent, if you can give effort, and if you have a sound approach, and you apply that to your physical, chemical, and psychological stresses, I believe growth and change will happen, okay? So that's the preliminary that I want to talk about, and then what I want to move into is my way of creating a daily routine. And again, I hope this sparks something for you. You do not have to use any of the 6 things that I've come up with, and you can use them all. I don't know what it's going to look like for you, but I think you should spend some time brainstorming the 5 or 6. I started with 7. Started with 7 things that I thought I needed to do each day to be successful in order to work towards growth and a positive change in my life. So it started with 7 and refined to 5 or 6. So the goal that I want you to reach for is to come up with 5, 6, 7 things that you need to do to be successful. And I'll go over the 6 that I have, and then I'll explain to you kind of what each of them looks like. Okay, so going down the list, the 6 things that I need to do to be successful is expand, movement, exercise, structured, get outdoors and be active, interact, encourage, and impact, water and food, rest and recovery. Okay, so what you'll see here is out of these 6 things, there's a balance of 2 of each of these pillars of stresses, right? So I've got 2 chemical, I've got 2 psychological, and I've got 2 physical. Now, yours doesn't have to be that balanced. Maybe you've really got a handle on the physical and the chemical side of things, and maybe yours is a little bit more psychological heavy. You've got more stuff geared towards you growing intellectually and reading more, interacting with more people. I don't know what it's going to look like for you, but for me, expanding. So how can I expand my mind? Reading. You can listen to podcasts. You can go to seminars. You can write. Maybe you learn really well by writing. Maybe you learn by speaking. I don't know what it is, but I've also got traveling and culture up here. So to travel to different states, different countries, and to be around different culture and to allow those people to impact you and to broaden your mind. I think that's really important. Number 2, movement exercises is structured. So I have to go to the gym. I love it. I like the structure training. Today I'm going to go in and squat, and I'm going to deadlift, and then I'm going to do some push-ups. Whatever the case is, these are the structured training that I need to do each day. And then this one's similar, but it's outdoors and activity. That's what I've labeled it. And this, for me, is just being outside, going for a walk, going for a swim, heading to the beach and going swimming in the ocean. Maybe it's a bike ride for you or rollerblading. I don't know. But I think there's great power in being outdoors and being in nature, feeling the sun, feeling the breeze on you. You know, being out in the rain. I don't know, but allow that to make you feel alive and be active. So maybe it's doing some yoga out in the sun. I think that's really important. Interacting and encouraging and impacting others. So for me, it's something I know I need to do. I have to interact with people. I'm very extrovert. I love talking to people. I love the interaction. I love hearing people's ideas. I love sharing my ideas. And then ultimately, I'm trying to encourage someone and say, hey, you could do this, or here's my 2 cents for what it's worth. Maybe you could implement this, and that could help you. But ultimately, it's coming down to impact. I'm wanting to impact people. So that's something that I need to do. And then the last two are 2 chemical things. So water and food. Every day, I need to be hydrated. I need water, and I need food. And these things play a role in recovering and fueling myself. So if I want to do these 2 things well, even expanding, if I want my brain to function well, I need to be hydrated and I need fuel. I need fuel to exercise, to have a good workout, and I need the fuel to recover from that workout. And then this last thing, it's an entire focal point, but just rest and recovery. If I don't take care of myself, I get wore down. If I'm wore down, I can't do what I can't interact and encourage and impact people. So I have to take care of myself. Getting a good night's rest. Maybe it's a quick nap. I didn't get a good enough night's sleep, but today I'm going to take a quick nap, and hopefully that recharges me. Doing the things I need to recover. Stretching, foam rolling, soft tissue work, hitting the sauna, yoga, whatever the case may be. Those are my 6 things. Again, this list kind of gets refined and changed around based off of where I'm at in that moment. But my hope is that you can come up with a list of things that you can do and that you do daily, and when you do them, hopefully it leads to a growth or change in your life. So again, this is maybe even feels a little bit out of my scope. I just felt the need to share this with you guys. Again, on a macro scale of health and fitness, if you can optimize your physical, chemical, and psychological stresses, I think great change can happen in your life. Lots of growth can happen in your life. So my encouragement is to come up with, spend a few days thinking about, what do I need to do to be fulfilled? What brings me joy in my life? What fires me up? How can I go through each day living with intention and a purpose? And when you come up with the 6 things that you need to do, then it becomes a matter of right here, consistency, effort, and approach. So am I consistent every single day, every single week, every month? Am I doing what I need to do? Am I giving full effort? And maybe it's an approach thing. Maybe your approach isn't good, but we know that if we apply these 3 things to our stressors, we're going to get growth or change. So that's my encouragement for you guys today for Whiteboard Wednesday. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know in the comments if there's anything more you'd like to hear about, or maybe you've got something that works well for you. Share it with you. I'd love to hear the feedback, and hopefully, again, this impacts you guys, and share it with someone if you know someone who's struggling to really get into a good structured routine that helps them to grow and to be successful, and to start taking steps in the right direction towards what they want to do. So hopefully this is somewhat of a help to you guys. Thanks for tuning in.